Tuscany is one of the most popular and scenic regions of Italy. Filled with an abundance of medieval hill towns, it's best explored by small car to reach their historic gems. In this series of videos, we will reveal our favourite Tuscan towns. We loved exploring the regions, so here is part 1 showing some of our suggestions. The quiet town of Montalcino hasn't changed much since medieval times, when it was a stronghold for the nearby city of Siena. It's located south of Siena along the road to Rome and provides a panoramic view of the beautiful Azo, Orsia and Ombron valleys. The town is most famous for its production of one of Italy's finest red wines. The town has a main street that is lined with restaurants and boutiques and leads down to the Piazza del Popolo, the main square. The most dominant building is a town hall built in the 13th and 14th centuries, and the loggia containing a marvelous statue. Wander away from the main street and one will find a much quieter steep residential street, which truly gives the real character of this Tuscan town. At the top of the street is the Santa Maria, an unmistakable, impressive building dominating the hilltop. Poppi is located right on the Umbrian border, in the east of Tuscany. It's also on the official list of one of the most beautiful towns in Italy. Its origin is lost in the mist of time, but some historical information has survived from before the Middle Ages. The little town of Poppi has a narrow main street running through the centre of the town with beautiful arches and wonderful architecture. With little side streets and alleys leading away on either side. Some of these streets run right under the buildings, creating tunnels, adding to the intrigue and the atmosphere of the little town. High town walls stretch around the town with watchtowers and town gates. These were built in the 13th century when the imposing castle at the top of the hill was constructed. The castle is an impressive structure with classic moat and other fortifications. So if you get the chance to go inside, the main feature is the splendid medieval library, which is the castle's real treasure. Santa Fiora in southern Tuscany is on Italy's list of one of the most beautiful towns in the country. In its time, it was one of the most important centres in southern Tuscany. In the centre is the main piazza, the beating heart of the town. With little side streets and alleys leading off the main street in various directions, just waiting to be explored. Also in the square is the main palazzo, and now the town hall, with this impressive architecture which will grab your attention. The town has an upper and lower section. While exploring the town, make sure to visit the lower section, which has perhaps even more beautiful alleys and narrow streets. A few delightful chapels and churches, and also where you can find a beautiful lake at the bottom of the town. So that was just a few of our suggestions of beautiful towns to visit in Tuscany. Join us again for the next installment by subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.